do the following. It's going to break that apart. It's going to form two ions, all right? So when you take a look at so if you've ever seen strong acid, you can actually, it doesn't look clear. It actually looks kind of murky because you can see the stuff moving. It's the ions in there, all right? So you have hydrogen ions and chlorine ions, all right? And so if it can totally, and I'm going to use, so if it can totally dissociate, all right, in other words, split apart, we say it's strong. All right, so that means hydrochloric acid would be exceptionally strong. Hydrofluoric acid, hydrobromic, hydrosulfuric would be strong too. Okay. However, if you have, all right, and the sulfuric acid is actually very strong, so is phosphoric acid, but they're not strong acids. Why not?
Because the bond is stronger.
Okay, well, if I go and use H2CO3, all right, and I put it in water, all right, most of you go, well, hold on a second, he just told me just to take this and split it in two. And that means I should end up with H plus CO3 minus 2, right? Everybody agree with that? Based on what I showed you. All right? Wrong.
There's no CO3.
What? That's minus 2. That's carb. So I have hydrogen and carbonate. Right? Because I just split the two in here.
Yeah.
Right? So, but reality is that you actually have to go through. Now, eventually you'll get there. But you can only pull away one H at a time. So if I take away one H, what am I left with?
H. One H.
So if I take away H, what am I left with?
H plus one.
Yeah, I'm left with that. So I have H plus HCO3. Okay? Can HCO3 break down again? Yeah, it can. So I can actually break it down again to H plus CO3 minus 2. So, knowing what you know right now, how many different ions do you find in a solution?
2, 3.
Okay, I got one there. Okay, I got one here. All right, and I got one here.
Wait, what's the ion?
Okay, so an ion is a charged substance. So if it totally dissociates like this one, the only thing you're going to get is one of the H and one of the chlorine. All right, so it breaks down totally apart. All right, whereas here you take carbonic acid, which is what you find in your pop, right? So after you pull it apart, it is going to start to decompose. All right, or break down. So part of it's going to form. First step is pull one H plus over. So now you end up with this thing called what is this? A bicarbonate ion. Okay, where in your body is bicarbonate?
In our brains.
Hold on a second.
Interruption. Just a notice, summer school registration for the public boards begins this Wednesday.
In your brain. Yeah, it might be in your brain.
It will be open at 7:45.
Is it in the blood?
Register. Information on summer school can be found in the guide.
Mucus. Is it blood? Saliva.
Okay, it's what?
Blood?
It's blood. Well, how do you know it's in blood?
Because I did I read about blood in grade 8.
Oh, okay. How many of you have ever cut yourself and actually produced some blood?
Interruption. This message is for the baseball team. Your practice has been canceled, but there is a mandatory meeting in room 331.
Here, does this still work? What?
That's the boys.
See if
For
it
you,
starts charging.
8 weeks.
It will
For
start
everybody
charging,
else,
man.
5.
What?
Why me?
What are we talking about?
Because you asked the question.
No.
Oh my god, that's
It's 5. 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Yeah.
That is such
5 and a bit.
every day.
How many hours with Jack?
Depends.
It's
Or
8:30 to 1.
if you're doing a brand new course, it's 6 hours a day.
6 hours?
6.
No.
Yeah, like 8:30 to 1:30, something like
Yeah,
that.
it's just
5, sorry,
Drop
5.
out, right? You can drop out if you don't want to take it.
Drop out.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, sure you can. Yeah.
Just miss any classes that keep
Well,
going.
yeah, if you miss 3, keep good.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so if
Like, we missed one day.
you're cut yourself. And then easiest thing to do is lick the blood off. How's blood taste?
Ew, I just
Right? Good.
These are salty. It's salty. It's salty. It's disgusting.
Bicarbonate. Okay, that's why you're salty, because it's up there. Okay? So, alright?
That's an acid though.
That's not acid, that's a salt. Bicarbonate.
Stop.
Yeah. That's the acid. Okay?
Why is it?
Yeah.
You're gonna make money, man. Why else would they?
Okay, so you're gonna produce
Why couldn't they just leave the same
two of
pin?
these.
Because they'll make money. How?
Yeah.
If you have two devices, one's the old one, one's a new one. You have to buy two different charges for it. You make money.
So, it,
Profit.
and
I know. That's why it's Apple.
then I'll finish. Does not totally.
What does this do? Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
Nothing is gonna happen. Watch.
Because it's recording right now.
Yeah, I know. Watch. Nothing's gonna happen.
Okay.
Because it's recording.
So, if it's weak,
Man.
alright, it does not totally dissociate. You have to make this. Alright, so one thing I want to clarify. When we talk about strong versus weak, it has nothing to do with how powerful it is in terms of corroding. Alright, if you put your hand in sulfuric acid, trust me, it will take your hand away. Okay, you put your hand in hydrochloric acid, it'll take your hand away. It's got everything to do with how quickly it will break apart in water to produce ions. Alright, so this one, fast, in other words, all you get is H plus and Cl. Okay, whereas this one, eventually we'll get to H plus and CO3, 2 minus. But it takes a couple steps to do that. So you always have this, this, and this. So you never have just 1 and 1. You only have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Yep. Somewhat. Not in terms of if I take this and this, will they mix together to produce a precipitate, for example? No. Yeah. Yep. Most what?